Hey everyone, so today I'm going up to MacFarlane Physio in Stirling to get my gait analysis done. Sean, the owner of the physio, reached out to the page and invited us up. And so, let's see how it goes. So here with Sean, who's the same spelling as me, except he's got better hair than me. Sean is the owner of MacFarlane Physio, and thank you again for inviting us up today to do my gait analysis testing. And so Sean, so how long have you had the MacFarlane Physio for?
So we've been in this location now since 2018. So we got through COVID, and that was a tricky time. But we came out the other end, stronger and in better shape, I think. We brought on our lead physio Tom around that time, and we've been building up the team since then and going from strength to strength, I think. Currently we have 2 full-time physios here at the clinic. We have Tom and Noah, and we have Heather, who's part-time. She does a couple of days. We've just hired a new guy called Mike. He comes over from Wishaw Hospital, and he's now also a lecturer at Glasgow Cali, where a lot of the physios are actually in the UK, train out of. So in addition to that team of physios, we've got 2 sports therapists here as well, Eve and Louise, and they're both graduates as well. So really high degree of medical competence in the clinic, and we can offer a lot of services as a result.
Brilliant. And so the gait analysis they had myself doing today, so tells me about that, why you invested in such a good technology.
Yeah, so we brought in the excuse me. We brought in the gait analysis about a year ago now, and it's from a company called Run3D. So that's a shoot off of Oxford University, and it's part of like a research project down there, and now it's a fully fledged company. The technology is infrared, high def, and sort of motion capture, sort of standard film cameras, and it takes a really accurate and in-depth recording of the person's gait, and gives us unparalleled data, just data that you wouldn't be able to get from what you see in a typical location with an iPad, and maybe you've got a treadmill, but this goes a whole level deeper. Not only is it capturing your sort of all your musculoskeletal movements and whatnot using the technology, but it's comparing it against normative data. So there's a database of typical runners in the different age brackets, which the physios can use to compare what would be what they'd expect to see with what the data's showing them for that particular patient's sort of presentation. So it really helps us get to the root cause of where a person is having difficulties in whatever form. And of course, it's not just for runners. I mean, that's one of the kind of core demographics that it was aimed at. But it's really a movement analysis in a lot of ways, and we can now offer it from a very slow walking pace right through to a full competition level sprint. So it really does give us a lot of insight with anyone who's mobile, but having any sort of difficulties with their mobility.
Brilliant.
So my name's Eve, I'm a graduate sports therapist at the clinic here. I'll be the one that takes you through your Run3D process. So we'll start off by attaching loads of sensors onto your joint lines from your ankles, your knees and your hips. We'll then put you onto the treadmill, where we will capture your gait analysis, and we will study then your running style. If you've got any strength or weaknesses within that, we can focus on them to prevent any future injuries. After we've got captured your gait analysis, we will then put you onto our massage table, where we will do a combination of strength testing, range of motion, and just some functional movements as well. Once again, just to pick up any weaknesses or strengths that you've got within your muscles and preventing future injuries again.
Cheers.
Like Gary Barlow, yeah.
I feel like my Facebook is literally just filled with all of those.
I keep seeing.
One at a time.
Just watch when you record that, you're getting quite close to the front there of the camera.
Aye. Those were the days. 8 to 7 months ago. Anyways, let's get back to MacFarlane.
Hi, so I'm one of the clinicians here. I'm one of the physiotherapists, so part of my role here is treating and assessing different musculoskeletal conditions and helping out people as best I can. Specifically for this bit that we've done, we've got you on the kind of Run3D system, so we've just taken you through getting all the sensors on you, capturing your running, your gait. What we're going to do is we're going to get you on doing some musculoskeletal testing. So if you can turn over to there, you can see we've got our kind of MSK patient kind of testing. What we'll do is we'll measure you on all those specific areas, input that into our system, and what that's going to do is create a report for you of your gait and how you're running and all those different metrics, and then also the MSK testing as well, so we can identify areas that we could improve you on to help with your running, and then set treatment goals based on the information we have so that you can get back to where you were at before. So that's the aim of this, is a highly specific system that gives us information so we can make your rehab that more specific.
Awesome.
With this one, right, I'm just going to place this little cup in between your legs, and you're just going to squeeze as hard as you can from there. Right, go. Brilliant. And relax. Start dropping, then I will stop the timer.
Cool.
Right, so just when you're ready, 3, 2, 1, and raise your hips. Right, and we're just going to stop there and lower your hips. Okay. Move your body.
Cool.
So we're going to have that top hand, we'll hold it onto the side of the bed here.
Cool.
I'm going to bend your bottom leg just about 90 degrees.
Cool.
Go back a wee bit. Right. And then I'll raise this top leg back a little bit, and then I'm going to place the little strength pad on the edge of your ankle here, just to the side of your shin, and you're going to push in an upwards motion for me. Okay?
Cool.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1, and push upwards. And relax. Brilliant. There we go. Just relax. I feel like you go to a kids park and it's the place that you least expect to get injured, isn't it?
That's what they said. See,
Yeah.
A&E.
How's that feeling there?
Yeah, it's all good. That's what they said. They're like, yeah, like kids come in for sports, like, but adults it's like trampoline parks, kids play parks.
Right, yeah, of course.
That's where the injuries come from, and most of them are drunken injuries.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm not drunk.
Yeah.
Like,
You're like, I swear I was taking my kids to the park.
yeah, like I rarely drink. It's not even my kids. I've not got any kids. It's my nephew,
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, of
my
course.
sister, my mum, and my nephew, and he's only 3, and he said like, you get a shot in the swing.
Hands up. Okay. And then and 3, 2, 1, and go.
Yeah, it's one there. Just in the middle.
Yeah, and relax.
Yeah, it's the both. It's like I call it a GoPro, but the camera people can say it's no, it's the Insta360. I'm like, it's a GoPro.
Alright, so we're going to go through just some kindred stuff for you, Roland. start with the force plates, and it's a good bit of kick, so it'll show you any discrepancies that you've got, but it's very visual.
Cool.
So we'll start with, do you want to kick your shoes off?
Yes. Shoes and socks, or just
Yeah, no, just shoes. So the first one, nice and easy, just 2-legged stance. This will tell you when to get on, and you just stand there for 30 seconds, 60 seconds actually.
Cool.
60 seconds. And it just checks your sway and things like that. But it's all good when they all come together to work out any differences. So ready to step on. We'll carry down. That's it, you're just going to stand there now.
This is it.
1 minute. Yeah.
I can feel myself sweating. I can feel it already.
Hey, you beat it.
I know I cheated that one. I need to stop that.
Yeah, start again. 3 reps, 5 seconds hold, 5 seconds between. So that, so we'll just count you down. Pull.
Wow.
And then it's saying 5 second hold, hard as you can. Are you ready?
Yep.
We'll give it to 3 reps, 5 second hold. And I'll tell you when to pull.
Cool.
Pull. Rest. She's going to count down. I'll tell you when to pull. Pull. Rest. Max strength, so it tells you what you could be able to pull on it. Yeah. But overall, force-wise, that'll be your initial force. Got a lot more in the right
Yeah.
than the left. I'll swell this up. Your left got tired quick.
Yeah. And then.
So you need to do some bit of single leg work for your hamstrings, for your quads as well. Balance.
Yeah. Lots of
Single leg work,
balance.
yeah. Jumping, hopping, on and off boxes.
Do you want to talk?
So this is Tom from MacFarlane Physio, just going through the results from my gait analysis.
So here you can see the initial presentation shown is the traffic light system. So this is basically a presentation of the results for people that don't have a lot of medical awareness of all of the anatomy and some of the movements that we're recording. So you can see here from this result that you are quite tight in your lower back because your pelvic tilt is obviously above what we would see from our normative data that we use from the Run3D Pro form. The hip is also kind of dropping a little bit below the normal range as well, so that's potentially something that we would look to address when we look at some of the strength tests as well. Okay. I understand with you, Sean, as well, you've had a recent ankle injury as well.
Yep.
So for me, I would go straight in to look at some of the foot and ankle data. And obviously at the minute we can see straight away that there's, abnormal data going on in and around that right side, which you would probably expect, having just had an ankle fracture. And what we want to do is obviously look to modify some of these results with strengthening and exercises to make sure that you're not putting too much pressure on that side of your foot and ankle.
Yep.
And help you kind of get back to the speeds that you were doing before.
Yep.
Yeah. We can then move on to some of the graph data that you're looking at as well. This obviously gives us more kinematic information about your running form and obviously how you are using your lower body. And it's quite a lot of detail for someone that maybe doesn't understand a lot of the terms. But again, with yourself, because of your recent injury, I'm going to go straight into the foot and ankle data. And you can see that on your right side, you're really landing actually on your instep. So it's obviously a subconscious thing of your body to try and protect that outside part of your foot and ankle, seeing as you broke your fibula, which is on the outside of your ankle. So we can see these trends straight away. And obviously from this, we would look to devise a little bit of a strengthening plan for your foot, and also use some exercises in the gym to make you happier when you're on that side of your foot, you see. Because again, some of this data is obviously showing us that you're quite limited in the foot rollover that you're getting on the right side, which I think again is only natural after a fracture on that side of your foot to try and protect it. Okay?
Yep.
Information in terms of your performance and running economy, and then we can obviously see that you've got a really kind of good cadence. You are staying relatively flat in your running form, so we don't want to see too much change in your height, because that implies that you're losing energy by going up and down when you should be going forwards. And for someone like yourself that's ran really quite a good elite level, you will normally see that vertical excursion being quite flat and efficient. You're not really striding very far or lengthening your stride, but I realise, you know, the testing is at 9 and 8 minute miles respectively, so you can obviously run a lot faster than that, and to do that you'll probably lengthen your stride, you see.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The interesting feature about the data that we're collecting is we can compare certain running speeds, we can compare your use of different footwear, and obviously give you the up-to-date and accurate information as to how that's affecting your running gait and performance. So we can tell you whether you're going to be better off in quite a low heel toe drop trainer, or we can tell you whether you're going to benefit from quite a 9 to 10 mil heel drop, depending on what problem you're coming in with, because we can see how it affects your data.
So we've really invested heavily over the last year in equipment and as well as staff at the clinic. So it's really important to me that the clinic's able to offer a full service, and that, you know, we can take a patient through all the way from the presentation of their injury all the way through to full rehabilitation, without needing to rely on sending them off to the gym to sort of work on something outside of our ability to oversee it. So we dedicated this room that we're in right now as a functional rehabilitation suite. So we brought in the Smith machine, which allows us to have the squat rack on there in a safe and controlled sort of environment. We've got a range of weights, kettlebells, and a variety of resistance sort of solutions here, with the TRX and other things. Of course, we have the treadmill for the gait analysis, and a bike for warming up, and also we have a lot of cyclists who are clients as well. Some of the other equipment which is a bit more hidden away is the what we call the kinematic system from Kinvent, and it provides us with, again, another option for gathering data. It can measure balance, it can measure resistance and strength, and depending on the nature of the patient's presentation and what it is they're hoping to achieve, we can design a battery of tests which really help us understand where that patient's at that certain moment in time, and then as they continue through rehabilitation, we can measure again as they go along and really see where they're getting the benefit and the gains, and how they're responding to their treatment and rehabilitation. So it really helps us make sure we're on the right track and that we're maximising the patient's ability to kind of recover quickly and appropriately.
Right.